So yesterday was Thinah Zungu's TV show and the whole night for jazz. And I thought this is a perfect example of what you could have made the show about. Just simply your life, yours and your family's life, and that be that, and not be including people that are there to be challenging God's power. Like, who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Which is what we saw on your television show. Now, this particular episode is a perfect example. The show could have literally been this. Okay? If there was anything, the kids were out and about enjoying themselves, and the sister was not having the advice from the little brother. Yes, a little bit too much, but that's sibling life. We can relate. We get it. So his sister was not happy. The young brother was trying to advise him. Actually, if you look it up a little earlier on, he went to perform with his dad. And so when they were sitting out for an ice cream thingy, the young brother, because, he's working class already. He's a performer. So he was giving advice.
I should say no see pose our conveyance fabulous sister so good some fun over in some tal.
Legend. Yeah, the boy is a legend. He's a little brother, you see, because he's already waking. So he asked her.
I'm going to help more appella. One of what's imagine get his strong sack because we ain't some dollar. So, well, look by any some dollar.
Oh, he killed me. He killed me. He said, so what do you want to be when you're old? Now, this is older sister, It's funny, but I guess that's because he's figured out what he wants to do. And, he's figured it out at the end. You see, Thinah, that could have been your show. Your kids going for career guidance, like trying to figure out all of that entire thing, like the whole thing that they were doing with the performances, the stress that comes. That could have been your show, your whole show. But you had to have someone insult God on your show. Huh?
Okay. Since abantu, yabo, izinani nikula nginsiza. Yeah. Manje. I should say no see pose our conveyance fabulous sister so good some fun over in some tal.
I can't get over that question. It picked her. So yesterday's episode is a depiction of what Thinah Zungu's show could have been. And unfortunately, you had to have people insulting God on your show. It could have been just this. Your show could have literally been just the life of the kids of a celebrity. Them trying to figure out what they want to do, that whole thing. The other ones finding themselves. That could have been it. It would have been unique. It would have stood out. No, we had to insult God. By the way, I mean you. You and your friend had to go on to insulting God. You have someone challenging God's power on your television show. This episode here shows what Thinah Zungu's show could have been. Straight out, the earlier parts, it's him going to a show, and he's there early. Unfortunately, the show is not properly organized. When you attend all these live shows, they tend to be a bit late, maybe on an hour or two behind schedule. And so he got there early, on time, and his performance was a bit delayed. His show could have literally been that. His show could have been literally that. But why did he have to it brings up a question. When you read the Bible and it tells you, we are ambassadors, it kind of points out, like, what do you think an ambassador is? Because then what you think an ambassador is will depict how you think you have to phrase yourself in a world that is unbelieving and hateful towards God. Okay? Of course, I'm watching this and I'm laughing because it is funny, because I get it, I get why the boy is asking the older sister, what do you want to do when you get older? He's figured it. He's found, like, yes, this might not be everything that he actually does in his whole life, but he found something that feels like, it trails for him what the future will be like for him. That's where that question comes from. I don't think he's asking it because he's arrogant. I think he's asking that because he's found, like, wait, I can do this. I can perform. Like, you see him when him and the dad are performing. The one performance that I am not for is all the stuff that they be doing in the clubs. I think for those places, pause, keep the kid out of those ones. Okay? Just saying. But at the end of the day, he's found something that he feels gives a bit of direction in his life. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong in seeing some level of a path for himself. Whether does he believe or he doesn't believe, still young, still has a long way to think. He could be just in the music industry. He's found something that allows him to feel like, I can charter this particular path. And that's what I thought but that one thing that it brings up, this whole TV show, could have literally been just on that. His family, his kids finding their own path, his kids chartering their own journeys and all this kind of stuff, instead of people there busy insulting God anyhow. If you did watch it yesterday, y'all tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's the Reality Show. Do daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time of a YouTube show, check out some other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and y'all tell me your thoughts concerning that. I thought sometimes we really do have a choice. There's many times when we might not be afforded one, but there's points when we do have a choice. And it looks like people constantly choose left. I know that's right, but you know what I mean. They choose left. Okay? We always have a choice. Otherwise, you see, they started this show on a high note. Offense. And then we move on to the lighter subjects, which the real show might be on. People do have a choice. I do not sit here and think, you know what? Maybe they didn't have a choice on the earlier parts. Nah, y'all had a choice. Whether be the producer thought, hey, you fit this, or do you think this fits in, and whatnot. Whether be it or not, that somebody pitched the offensive thing, at the end of the day, we have a choice to say yes to this or no to that. Your TV show could have been that. Yesterday's episode was a depiction of what your show could have been about. Realistic aspects of your life. Not people challenging God. What is that? But maybe that's just me. What did you guys think? It's Ricky, and I'll hear from you down in the pinned comments.